Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Hey. Let's do it. Let's do it. What we got up in this thing? My nephew Dro, TD folk. I gotta call you, Pete, up when we get off live too. I don't know if you caught the last one, but we back in the algorithm, man. You got it. Something had happened with the last one. It kept cutting out though, but did about 1,200 views. But yeah, we back, man. Let me see something, man. Try to wait on some more. We got 5 people in here. Hey, y'all see that thing about Tyreek Hill, man? This dude then lost a $5 million condo. He got to pay $50,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? And a divorce settlement, $40 million, man. Two blown, what it do? Man, these dudes be losing everything to these snow bunnies, man. That's crazy. Yeah. Cardi B, she got a lawsuit. Supposedly she was at the OBYGN, OBGYN, I don't know how to say that. But she was like 4-5 months pregnant. Salute to everybody. Hit the like button when you come in. Supposedly she attacked the female, and the female is suing her for like $24 million, man. The lady said she had to get plastic surgery. She spent $17,500. Sound like a lot of cap to me, man. So a lot of people taking losses, man. Let's see. Offset then dropped a new album. How it sound? I ain't heard it yet. You know what I'm saying? They saying, hey, Talita. They saying that Offset addressed why he left Cardi B. He said that she used to go perform and come back all sweaty and musty and want him to go down on her. I said, jeez. So she responded. She said, well, I'm the breadwinner, so you need to lick my sweat for my hard work. I said, dang, boy, this is crazy, man. Dr. Umar, he done got exposed again. They saying that this man done racked up like damn near $2 million. You know what I'm saying? But in the IRS stuff, he tried to put 600,000. They saying that he got banned from doing GoFundMe. You know what I mean? But he did 400,000 on PayPal. Let's see, 750,000. 125,000. It was just racking up. But bottom line is, he just lost the school. He had to pay 76,000 in funds that he owed in taxes and utilities. So when he say that his stuff got hacked and he can't access his money, he was lying. The IRS has shut down his accounts, man. You know what I mean? People out here scamming, man. Dr. Umar, you down bad, man. French Montana, he just married a princess from Dubai. You know what I mean? He went unscathed with the P. Diddy allegations, and now he done got married to a woman that's worth billions. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. One of my favorite actors, Bruce Willis, man, he's real sick. They done moved him into like an old folks home where he gets 24/7 care. You know what I mean? He had to be separated from his wife and all of that. But they saying that he can't remember nothing, man. He got like the worst form of some type of disease that's like not common. Like my mama got dementia and she can remember stuff. So she just go in and out. But whatever he got, he can't remember nothing and can't talk, man. So that's sad, man. The picture they just did a documentary on him and his wife was talking and all of that, man. I don't know if y'all seen this, but Kanye's daughter, man, this girl's like 12 years old. She tall as hell, bigger than Kim and damn near tall as Kanye. But they saying that Kim is grooming her, man. She out here dressed in high heels and makeup and stuff. And it's crazy, man, how these kids grow up. But I feel Kanye when he was saying he didn't like how she was, you know what I'm saying, grooming his daughter and whatnot. On the last live, I told y'all that Tamar Braxton had failed and got to get plastic surgery. They saying that all that is cap. You know what I'm saying? She was clout chasing. Man, Lil Baby, man, he got exposed. Lil Baby is so down bad. You know, he spent 18,000 on Miss London, the adult star. You know what I'm saying? He spent 100,000 on Sweetie, bought her a bunch of purses. Then there's the girl that was in nursing. He bought her 100,000 in purses. You know, then there's the girl from IG. He spent 40,000 on her, and she exposed that she was playing in his butt. Well, now it's a female that just exposed this stuff. I don't know if this is promo for the album. He got an album coming out called Leaks, and she leaked these messages, man, and she was like, "Oh, I'm mad. I gave you my body, and I used to mess with Lil Yachty and da da da." And he was like, "I'm outside your crib. I'm 25 minutes away." Then he was like, "I'm 2 minutes away. Why you ghost me after weeks of hyping me up? Da da da. You want me to show you I'm crazy?" She was like, "I don't like that. I like peace." Mind you, he wrote her 5 times before she responded. So then she was like, "Well, if you buy me my dream car, then I'll give you some." He was like, "What's your dream car?" This girl said a Rolls Royce Cullinan worth 500,000 or a brand new Porsche. He was like, "Well, normally I do pink slips, but I got you on the down payment. We'll have to do payments." She's like, "Okay." He was like, "Man, you make me feel bad, like you think I'm a trick or something." She's like, "No, I just know you can get stuff done." What's crazy is she was just talking about unaliving herself because her boyfriend left her. And now you up here making this man look like the biggest trick on earth. So I don't know what happened, if he dropped the money or not, but that's sad, bro. You got all this money in the world. You got 2 fine baby mamas, brown chocolate sisters, Jada Waiter and the other one. They both bad, both got BBLs that look kind of natural, and you out here tricking, man. It's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see what's going on with the whole YSL situation with Thugger, and you know what I'm saying? It's Thugger and Pee Wee Roscoe versus Ralo and Woody and all of that. To me, when it comes to that situation, Thugger did too much talking. You know, he was trying to basically wiggle his way out the situation, but he kind of threw his mans under the bus because he said that his man Pee Wee was delivering weed for Wheezy. You know what I'm saying? And then he also threw Birdman under the bus, like, "I didn't know Birdman owed that man millions, and I think he put me up against him," and da 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 da. Do I consider it snitching? He was doing too much talking, but they brung up Pee Wee. What he said was, "Oh, I heard about it. The streets are saying it, but I don't think he would do that because he was close to Wheezy." So I can't really call Thugger a snitch like that. When it comes to Woody, you told. You told about a body before it even happened, bro. You checked your pulse after you did it. You know you did wrong. You just recanted your statements. When it comes to Ralo, there's missing paperwork. It's a sealed document, page number 8. But 1090 Jake went over it and said that Ralo didn't get to do his deal that he was going to do. Ralo said he was going to make it juicy, but he was going to have his man be a fall guy. They saying, "Nah, you was going to tell on real people." Well, we don't know with the page missing. But what happened was Ralo's lawyer went to jail for a drug case, so the deal never even went through, and Ralo ended up doing all his time. So you can't really say Ralo is a snitch. You know what I'm saying? And as far as PB Roscoe, who runs with YSL, he got 10 years, but you got out in 3 because you said, "Well, why am I in here and you ain't go after Birdman?" That's telling. So come on, man. It's just like everybody is a rat and they calling each other a rat, saying who told more than who. All y'all guilty of doing something. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what else we got going on, man. 1,200 arrested in Washington, D.C. Y'all know y'all president, the orange man, he's sending out National Guards. He talking about he gonna do that to Chicago next. You know what I'm saying? People getting busted, but who the hell sits outside on the block anyway? You know what I'm saying? And when I was in my 20s, nigga, I'm pulling up, delivering. Nigga, I ain't on the block, and I had workers. Like, what is we talking about, bro? Why is you hand-to-hand pitching on the block? So you need to clean up these cities, man. You know, but don't do it for gentrification because y'all want to take back over the city after y'all did white flight and y'all left the inner city to the blacks. CIA admitted they put crack in the black hoods. We're poverty stricken. We had to do crime. We just not out here doing crime like y'all shooting up schools and becoming serial drillers. We don't got that in us. We do stuff because of lack of resources, man. But we do need to clean up all this crime. These YNs is out here out their mind. You know what I'm saying? There's certain stores having to close down because they running in and smashing and grabbing and doing all that. You know what I'm saying? So I got, mixed feelings on that. There was a $5 million weed bust in the Bronx. 11 arrested. They said that they seized 61 6,740 pounds of cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Off the Coast Guard, the biggest seize in history. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of busts. I don't know if y'all remember back in like a few months ago in Arizona or whatever, they had the big fentanyl bust, you know, around election time. You know, they got to make it look good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all watch Power, but I used to watch Power. You know what I'm saying? They had the Power series where it was called Power Ghost, where Tariq was the man, right? There's a girl on there named Effie. She looks mixed Hispanic or whatever. She just got arrested, basically beating on a dude in front of a child, and that's called child endangerment. It happened in Atlanta. I remember her saying that she was dating some ball players. I don't know who the victim is, but yeah, she just got arrested. Your man, Mel Murder, Matrix, who was part of Bird Gang with Jim Jones, who had 12 years, ended up getting out in 6 years. He did 122 months out of 135, so they really only gave him 8 years out of the 12 he's supposed to get. If y'all remember, and he got out of 6. But if y'all remember, he cried. He said he ain't blood no more. He wrote a letter to the judge. And the first thing he did, he came home, he was hugging on Jim Jones, a gang member. So let's see how long it takes for him to violate. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's in the blogs, man. There was a school shooting. An 8-year-old and 10-year-old got hit. A trans named Robin Westman. You know what I'm saying? They say he left the car at the scene. Something about he was with the lover. I don't know what happened, but I know it's been a lot of school shootings and it's been trans people doing it. I don't understand what's going on with that. Zillionaire Doe, a Dallas rapper who signed to CMG, he just got booked, you know what I'm saying, at the mall, probably a gun charge. CJ on 32s just got arrested, felon with a gun. Y'all remember I told y'all in the last live that they ran up in his house and his girl had to blick the home invader down, you know what I'm saying? And we knew this was coming. It was probably, you know, you can't be around guns. So now he's in jail. And then I told you guys about Big X the Plug, how he caught the gun charge or whatever. And then, you know, Bootsy, he might got to go serve 2 years. It's looking like the judge might give him leniency on his gun charge. So it's plenty of rappers, man. You know what I mean? 600 Breezy, he just got booked after he went on No Jumper. 2 days later, SWAT raids his house, but it's for a RICO in Philly for guns and drugs. So a lot of rappers catching these pistol charges, man. YNW Melly, he just hired Thugger's lawyer. You know, he been in custody over like 2,000 months. You know what I'm saying? And or 2,000 days, whatever. It's a long time. He been in there for years. And, you know, he's trying to get a speedy trial. You know what I'm saying? But he just got Young Thug's lawyer. Wham Spin the Ben, a Florida rapper who's affiliated with Kodak and Wiz the Wizard, he just got unalived. You know what I'm saying? When you out here doing this drill music, you know what I'm saying, and you talking about all this stuff, things happen, man. Pray for his family. T Hood, who got unalived out here in ATL, and he be with the guys. He was signed to SMG. I believe he GD because all the GDs was like, rest in peace. If y'all know Love and Hip Hop, you know, Rashida's husband, Kirk, his son is the one that did that. T Hood was beating on Kirk's daughter, and the brother did what he did. Well, now they are ruling it as a homicide, not self-defense. And the sister already said her brother did that. So that's what's going on with that. Far as, you know, ATL, y'all see what's going on. YSL Mondo said, hey, this is karma, what's going on with Young Thug. The way he was treating Gunna, you know what I'm saying? You got Pee Wee Roscoe defending Young Thug, saying he ain't tell on him, even though he did throw him under the bus. And, man, it's just looking spicy, man. The YSL defense attorney, Kayla Bumpus, is pregnant by Shannon Jackson, who was one of the defendants. And then y'all do know that the YSL lawyer, the white girl, she got charged for trafficking and for obstruction of justice because she warned one of the defendants to go on the run that he had warrants and to ditch his phone. I don't know how they saying she helped traffic. Maybe she was trying to move some stuff in the jail, but that's two YSL defendant attorneys that basically got caught up. And then y'all remember the one dude got caught up for bringing his own perks to court. You know what I'm saying? So that's 3 lawyers that got caught up. So YSL, man, that's crazy. On the last live, we got cut out. It kept doing some weird stuff, so I didn't get to continue what I was saying about California. Y'all seen Hernandez Govan, the man who actually orchestrated the hit on Young Dolph. He got into it with Seti Nash. He said he was going to be in California. Seti Nash was like, I'm going to be there. I'm the king of that city. That's my city. Everybody know he's from Sacramento, and he wasn't even rolling 60 at first. He was a different type of Crip. He was a Manor Crip. Then he changed to that. So people felt offended. They're like, man, you ain't even from out here. What you talking about, you the king? But I actually found a song that he did 12 years ago. It's called the Crip Anthem. And he put out an album called The King of the Crips 6 years ago. I'm like, damn, said he been popping his shit. But nothing happened to Govan when he went out there. You know what I'm saying? Flacco was popping it, talking about I'm the king of LA. Ain't no podcaster that y'all thought was gangster did nothing to me. And then he got confronted by Munchie B. Seti Nash got confronted by Munchie B also. You know what I'm saying? And people trying to put like allegations on Munchie B because he keeps getting released with these gun charges. He is blind, so that could be his defense. I'm gonna do a video on all of that. You know what I'm saying? I just have to get more details on it, but that's what's going on. When DC Baby Draco from he's from like Oakland, they were saying that he got robbed or whatever from some dudes that he used to talk crazy about. They saying that that was a skit. You know what I mean? He was running the play. Then you got Baby Rico from Hawthorne Crip, who's always dissing neighborhood Crips. They want him put off. He been ducking the DP. They say he can't come back to the hood. He's still talking. He say he want Brick Baby to get unalived in prison, man. That's foul, man. Y'all just seen it was a mass shooting where it was like 10 Hoovers then got shot. You know what I'm saying? But there was just one that it was 5, and it was a dude named Baby Chipmunk. He ended up getting unalived. Well, they went and spent the block on the Main Street Crips, but they hit the wrong people, man. So it's getting cracking out there in the Hoovers, man. This summer, you know, it's been wild, man. You got Milk 74, who used to be from Hoover. He's going at it with ODM for years. They said that they're going to get down and squabble or whatever. They finally jumped on a live together, and he said, ODM, you need to be ashamed of yourself. You pushing 40. You ain't doing nothing for the community. You broke. You a bum, blah, blah, blah. ODM was like, oh, well, I'm living on 11 acres right now. But everybody know he just moved out there with his family or whatever. And Flacco even chimed in and said he could tell that ODM is staying in someone else's room and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But all of them just be going in on each other. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing going to happen out of that. You know what I'm saying? That dude T-Rail was trying to get Flacco to agree to get in the ring and box with them boys. And Flacco said he ain't dealing with no broke boys. You know what I'm saying? Ace Boy Pun is out here ducking Brandon the Kung Fu Panda. He's saying he's like, I'm not going to box you. You 36 in the karate class. He's making all these jokes, but he's really ducking that smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? He's like 40 years old. He ain't trying to get out here and throw hands, man. You know what I'm saying? You got the Swan's Blood saying that 4 Extra got a DP by his homies, and they said not to speak on it. Ain't nobody even heard of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they talking about. Everybody know 4 Extra general out there. You got King Pill Clout chasing Lions saying that Brick was airlifted and attacked in the feds. That didn't happen. Then he was clout chasing on a stud videographer named Rob Banks, talking about let him hit that or whatever. She's like, she gonna wear the strap on him. You know, he got allegations for messing with a punk who paid for his grill and wearing pink nails for a video shoot and red hair. Well, she's saying that he was clout chasing and he did that to try to go viral because he knew she was going to put that business out there. You know, he didn't fell off bad. He should have just stayed cool with Adam and no jumper, but he is on Camp Capone, man. You got this dude, ATM Richie, who was actually defending P4, who got caught up in the Hoover indictment for pimping minors on the Fig. He tried to backpedal and say he was just clout chasing, but then you just did a phone call with P4. You the only one in touch with this dude. So that means you co-signing that. P4 denied this lady Tania's daughter, Nova, who was like 13, 14, being pimped out. He said it wasn't him, but then he kind of dry snitched on himself and said she chose him. You know, they got text messages of this dude saying all his females are 16 to 18. That's bad enough, man. So he's denying being in PC in jail, but you know, once you got these allegations, they gonna run you in jail. So he's definitely in PC. At least 3 people came out and said that. That dude 600 signed neighborhood 40 member named Holly Rock. He signed AOF Nino and ATM Richie. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Loose Cannon's brother saying that he's gonna come up there and fight everybody at no jumper. Loose Cannon actually got knocked out by one of these Hoovers that just went down on that Fed case as soon as they got in there in the Feds. You know what I'm saying? He did get knocked out. His wife tried to lie and say that he beat up 3 Hoovers. That did not happen. Far as the Mexicans, you got a dude named Cholo Juan. He got kicked off a work truck and left stranded in Louisiana. And Blue Devil from Haters World said he had to go out and get a job. He's working at a warehouse because they didn't cut his hours at Haters World, man. Don't be too shook and act like you too good to get a job. I done seen so many people on this YouTube space fall off, man. I ain't gonna name no names. I might just do a video on it, but man, don't diss people on your way up, because on your way coming down, they're gonna be laughing at you. You know what I'm saying? There was a dude named Him Beezy who got his chain took. Well, he got his chain back. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's from like the IE area or whatever, but he claimed blood from LA. There's a dude named Jet Beezy. They ran up in his house while he was on live. Took his chain, did a whole video rapping with the chains and everything. Well, some people went and got Jet Beezy, pulled the dreads out his head, recorded him tied up and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Jet Beezy went on live after and showed he was in good graces. What up, Rob? But, you know what I'm saying? It happened, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I said the same thing what was going on with them people in Philly. What was it? FSN the Bender from YBC, he took a dude named Marworld's chain, did a video about it. Marworld snitched. Now he has a case. I don't know why people doing all this clout chasing, man. That's going on heavy in Chicago right now. There is a lot of people recording, people getting beat up and robbed, and they just want the clout, man, and it's sad. Sharice Mills, Loose Cannon's wife, put Whack 100's girl R&B on blast with her recording, a screen recording of her talking crazy about Whack and the mental abuse and all of that. You know Whack gonna get them videos took down, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, let me see what else we got, man. Jay Money from the Hoovers is denying that he was pimping on little girls, but the paperwork is out there, man. No Jumper just had a cipher, you know what I'm saying? Brick Baby rapped over the phone, you know what I'm saying? People were surprised that dude Brandon rapped on it. The best verse to me was TF the Third, Sherm, what it do? You know what I'm saying? He was dissing Brick, but at the same time saying free him. Y'all know Brick beefing with Long Beach slickly on some clout shit. Ain't nothing gonna come out of it. You know what I mean? Anyway, you know, Gordy beat all them dudes up. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Gordy got Brick back, and I don't think ain't nothing gonna come out of that little stuff. Did Smack leave back on Fig? A few months ago, your boy T-Rail admitted that Back on Fig is doing well because of Smack. He gave him a chain. The chain originally was T-Rail's. He went and picked it up and said, you know what, I'm going to give it to Smack. 2 weeks later, these dudes beefing because Heather stirred the pot because she like, damn, you don't clean up around here. And I just seen a video of you being forced to clean the bathroom at the bike club. And Smack was like, I ain't cleaning no toilets. So it got out of hand, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like trolling, but he was like, yeah, Smack gonna be back. He told me that he had to go handle some things. But then they still doing videos back and forth talking crazy. He just had Mac Wop on there, and he had G Perico acting like they replaced Smack. So I don't know. Can Smack do it on his own page? They keep promoting, saying go watch Smack's page to see if he can do it on his own. I don't know, man. I never used to like watching Back on Fig because I didn't like how T-Rail used to talk to Smack. I used to leave a comment every time about that. I don't like dudes that try to outshine their homies when females come around or people come around like that. We seen T-Rail do that to Suspect on No Jumper. He did that to Mac Wop where he was saying, I made you and all that. And Mac Wop stopped messing with them for a minute. And he made Heather, his own wife, cry. So it's like, I believe that T-Rail's ego is the issue because he's the common denominator. I hope they stick together because Adam 22 will love to see Back on Fig break apart. You know what I'm saying? Because he talk about them every time. You know what I'm saying? There was an incident with Filthy Rich and a dude named DB the General. You know what I'm saying? There was a boxing match and they got the squabbling, man. They say that DB the General used to be popping it. But in the comment section, man, there's these guys from 211 Mob saying that they got DB the General's back and they're going to slide for him and Kurt Diggler. So who knows what's going to come out of that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Chicago. I already told y'all 600 Breezy. Man, that man can't stay out of jail, and that's why his career ain't going nowhere. He had too much pride to go be with Dirk when Dirk gave him the cosign, talking about he want to do it on his own. And now look, failure after failure because you keep going to jail, man. And that's sad, man. A dude named 700 Mello from Detroit, he got hit up leaving his brother's funeral. You know what I'm saying? He just signed a record deal. You know what I mean? He survived, and then he went clowning on the ops. And that's what you don't do. You know what I'm saying? There's a body cam footage of Kayla B getting arrested. You know, that's Von's half sister. She always been a shoplifter, you know what I'm saying, and a thief. She had warrants out of Marietta. This just happened in May, and she was put up by Chambly police. She was driving her friend's Benz. I'm like, you was doing all that bragging, talking about you can show a G-Wagon. We seen them buy you a Range Rover. Why is you driving your friend's Benz? So I don't know. It's giving broke vibes. You know what I'm saying? Don't be on here flexing. You know what I'm saying? But someone just dropped some tea that Doo-Wop from No Limit. Y'all remember he got hit in the leg at Mellow Buck's mass shooting that took place where 18 people got hit. They saying that he actually had got robbed for his chain, that big ass Glow Gang chain, 2 months before that. I never even knew that. And it was his own homies backdooring him, man. You know, somebody named Bean Team Xavier unalived a 20-year-old girl named Kayla, and he went to jail for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown was just seen with Tay Capone and Tay Savage, and he was like, yeah, with the real ones, fuck the rest. Now y'all know there's paperwork on Tay Capone. I don't know if Chris Breezy ain't know that or what, because Chris Brown pretty real. You know what I'm saying? He get respect out here. I don't know. That's crazy. And Killer Ward, they actually jumped a dude named Vic, you know what I'm saying? And his homie Lil Davo just sat and watched, you know what I'm saying? So that's the topics we do got. What else y'all want to talk about, man? I told y'all about Lil Baby. Lil Baby went out bad, man. Drop a comment. Anybody here watch that show, Marriage at the Boot? What is it? What is it? Love at the Lockup? Anybody ever watch that? Yeah, I seen that shit, man. I seen that shit, man. Wack, man. Hey, man. All I could say is when Wack was young, he got a gun charge with his brother, and it said, released in the interest of justice. And I was watching Power, and when they gave Dre a deal with the feds, it said, yay, in the interest of justice, and they all shook up. You know what I mean? They couldn't prove that CS2 back is whack, though, because some people from Main Street told young Ed Hefe that, nah, whack cool over here. But then you had some people saying he is, so I don't know, bro. Like, when you got all this stuff on the internet and all that, even with the case that's going on now with the No Jumper and Jay Regan jumped up there, if he escaped that too, like, I don't know, bro. Like, money talks, you know what I'm saying? But if you a felon out here, you know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be around guns and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, but money talks. That's all I can say, man. But I don't know, bro. Like, y'all got to prove it with the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? You got to prove it with the paperwork, man. What other topics y'all got? But yeah, that's what I was saying. Has anybody, I wanted to know, Toledo, do you watch Love After Lockup? Because I watched that shit and it has some real stuff on there, man. Some real situations that people can relate to. But there's this girl, it's a white girl, she got a YouTube channel and she does like all of the recaps and she keeps up with all these shows that be on TV or whatever. And a lot of them people is getting locked back up. You know what I mean? Like, they getting a bag off the TV show and going back to jail for drugs and stealing and all that. Like, I thought it was scripted. You know, I thought it had kind of some real shit in it. But no, like, a lot of these people is going back to jail. I said, damn. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't scripted out here. You know what I mean? But, yeah, what, anybody watch that show, Magic City, that's on cable right now, showing the strip club and all that? I ain't caught it yet. You know what I'm saying? They got it's like a docu-series. It's called Magic City. No, it's on regular cable. And has anybody heard the Offset album, the Lil Weezy album, the Big Extra Plug album? Have y'all heard any of them albums? Because I ain't heard none of that. Because they saying Big X the Plug basically then did better than NBA Youngboy and Offset. And NBA Youngboy was just #1 in 12 countries. I don't really care for the new videos he putting out like that. I like the old NBA Youngboy stuff when he did AI and all that. You know what I'm saying? 38 Baby and all that. But like ever since he went to jail and was put on that house arrest, stuck in that house, I feel like his music, I don't know if it was because he was taking all the Xans and stuff, but his music just wasn't it. Man, they been doing that. Remember they said they had hired 80,000 IRS people to do that, but then they did not want to go and show where that 116 was it million went toward Ukraine. That man said he only got 70 million of it. Where did the rest go? And your boy, the biggest scammer ever, Biden, did not want to review that. So how are you going to go after the PPP loan people, but you're not going to show? Like, I got so much proof of so much. Like, when they say Doge discovered $100 million that people ran off with, it's real, bro. I got videos. I just don't. I'm going to start putting all my videos, dropping knowledge on another page because I don't want to keep taking hits on this page, man. You know what I'm saying? And make sure when y'all go, if you go on my main page, go to the top where it says links and add me on TikTok because I'm going to start going live on there like probably and dropping like some real knowledge, like the stuff that I know y'all like me to talk about, but you know what I mean? Like I don't really want to go, I don't want to, I could show y'all screenshots, but I be getting hit. You know what I'm saying? Every time I get to dropping stuff, man. Y'all heard about November 1st. What's November 1st? What's going on? Man, New G, that my partner there, man. You know, New G's and me, we came around the same time, like 2011. You know what I'm saying? I seen two of Offset's videos. I didn't like the demonic shit he had in there. If you watch the video with Jid, they got the black goat, and it's acting like they fell down to hell, and then he came up with a crown like he's the Antichrist. You gotta pay attention to the symbolism. Then this other video he has with the females. I think what was the name of it? It's tight, but the song's about females. But the restaurant they go sit in is called Lucian. Lucian, Lucius, Lucifer, Lucettle, that's all the same. You know what I mean? So they're putting little stuff in there. And then when I went viral and I did 500,000 views talking about him, what sparked it was he was throwing up the 666 in the video and it's talking about Brazy and this, that, and third. But the thing was, you was talking crazy about Lil Uzi and Trippie Redd and Saw Baby, but then now you're doing it. You're taking pictures with Rick Owens and the Witch and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, if you pay attention, watch all these people that... See, y'all getting me started, man. Watch these people that wear Balenciaga. That's all I'm going to say, man. They took my video down. I ain't going to say no more, man. But all of them, you know what I'm saying? Watch them. And you know, that means ball is king. You know what I'm saying? Ball is king. But Kanye spoke out. He was like, yeah, they're all puppets. Yeah, I know. I'm trying not to. It's hard, man. It's the G-O-D and me, man. I can't help it, bro. 720 degrees, man. That's what we here for. But let me chill, man. But yeah, man. I can't even tell y'all about the stuff I done got hit for, man, because I don't even want no retaliation, man. But, bro, follow the TikTok. I'm telling you. And follow, type this in there, Dro. Type the @ symbol, trigger warning 74. Spelled correctly, trigger warning 74. That's the backup page. Y'all follow that. That's where I'm going to be dropping, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all follow that page right there. There's some stuff on there right now, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, that's where we could get into the conspiracies and all that. I got some stuff up there about the failed attempt on the president. I got, like, proof that shit was boof. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna drop a video on the migrants. I'm gonna drop a video on Skid Row, how for like 30, 40 years they've been scamming the people. They took up all this money to fix it and they've been fixed. And it's gonna show footage of how there's been homeless people out there for like 50 years. Like, that shit's crazy. Like, dawg, man, the biggest scammers is the people you pay your taxes to, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, man. I gotta stop right there. But, um, you know, your president tried to clean it up, though, you know what I'm saying? But you can't recover that money, you know what I'm saying? They all got took, that's what I'm saying. They all got took down, bro. Even on TikTok, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I believe they were trying to take that platform out, you know what I'm saying? But, like, this platform, nah, you know what I mean? You could go over to Rumble, but Rumble, a lot of people don't be over there like that. I got a Rumble page, but I just never started dropping on there. You know what I'm saying? Ice cream truck in Virginia. What you talking about? I think I just seen something. Oh, no, no, no. I seen something totally different. I seen something about some yogurt. Something was going on with some yogurt shopping and with some drillings that occurred. But nah, I don't know about that. Virginia ice cream truck snatching people. Man, I was just on the phone with my son. He was coming back from a party. I told him, bro, you know what I mean? Because y'all seen what happened. I told y'all there was a shooting at a school. And I'm like, always make sure you stay, never walk off and veer off. You know what I'm saying? But my son, he got a brown belt. He only need 2 more stripes on it and he'll be a black belt. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get him in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told him, bro, you gotta practice this stuff. Yeah, y'all learning it, but man, go kick some ass, man. You ain't gonna get in trouble. My daddy say, long as you win the fight, my dad. I used to be like, call my daddy, don't call my mama. Then come my daddy, come get me from the school. Long as you win, I ain't gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta, man. I was kicking ass in elementary. That's one thing I can say. My kids don't really been in no fights like that. Now maybe in play school, preschool type shit, you know, fighting over toys. But in school, one finna graduate at 16 this year. One's in college. And then my son, 10, he honor roll. They don't get in trouble. Like, my kid's well-mannered, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And originally, I was scared to have a son because I was like, man, I don't want my son to go through what I went through. And what happened? He ended up going through what I'm going through. Single parent home. You know what I mean? I stuck around till I couldn't take no more. You know what I'm saying? But he's got the fuck on. He lived with the grandparents. As soon as I left, he was like, I'm out. He was never there anyway. When I wasn't there, he come home when I come home. You know what I'm saying? He'd be at the grandparents. And that's where he at now. Because she ended up moving next door to them. And it was like, I can't stand people's parents that be doing too much. And then now you done move next door to them. And you a pathological liar at the same time. And if your mama get out of pocket and you don't say nothing, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna cuss your parents out. That's for you to check them. So I was like, I'm out, man. And I went back, and it was the same shit. Most of the arguments be over my son. Like, that's your first kid, I understand, but I already got 2. I know how this go. You want to spoil him and this, that, and the third, but he don't respect that. Like, both my baby mamas like to buy their kids love. I ain't with that shit. I never have to beat them. If I raise my voice, they gonna cry, but I'm not gonna buy your love. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one spending time with them, doing the projects, doing the homework, going to the sports, doing this. I'm at kids cheerleading shit and soccer shit. I'm the one playing the video games with them. I'm the one doing the art project. I'm the smart one. I'm doing the fucking homework. You know what I'm saying? You in the room on the phone. Like, that's how it always was with both relationships. I spent 8 years in one and 11 in the one. You know what I'm saying? I'm miserable as fuck. You know what I mean? It was like, nah, dog. Like, you can stay with people for kids, but enough be enough. But it's like, when I left the first one, what happened? You done kicked my daughter out. She came to stay with me. Then she went back. Then y'all was kind of cool for a year. Then you called the police on her. Like, I don't have to deal with all that. Because, man, if I put hands on you, my mom used to say, I made you, I'll break you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, my daddy ain't never had to put hands on me. But I respect my daddy. I seen him shoot my mama brother in front of me when I was 3. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he just gangster like that. like I was bad, but cause we had to move around. I went to 2 junior highs, 3 high schools, so I was getting in trouble, gangbanging, all that. I went to go live with him. He ain't had no trouble out of me, and I went and graduated. Boom, been on my own since 17, right? But man, my son, man, he went with that shit because she was kind of like bipolar. That nigga was never home. And I used to be working 2 jobs, and then I pull up, that nigga running. Daddy going crazy. He running to that house. Or he'll have them drive him to the house. But when she moved next door to them, that was like, oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying? They called the police on me. I told the daddy I was going to bust his head. I ain't with that shit, bro. Like, I don't care what you did in the 50s and 60s with switchblades and all that. You cross this gun line, I'm going to do your ass. You know what I'm saying? You know, they next door. So, nigga, you step foot in this yard, I'm going to bust your mama in your head. And I was like, damn, my son love that punk ass nigga, so I ain't want to do it to him. But yeah, they called the police on me. But that's love. I still took my ass back. I moved out and went back. Like, god damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I miss my kid. You know what I'm saying? But that nigga said, fuck this, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? He left too. But hell yeah, man. If y'all ain't got no kids, bro, don't take your happiness away. Because, you know, what white people do, they stick together till the kids go to college, then get a divorce. I be like, man, hell no. Nah. You done wasted 20-something years miserable? Nah, man, don't do that shit. You better get out wise early and get them kids used to it. You know what I'm saying? They better get used to having 2 holidays at 2 different houses, because it messes some people up. You see them white kids all depressed, getting on drugs. Go watch Love and Basketball. His parents got a divorce and he's in college, all depressed and all that. Like, you better do that shit while it's early. Don't wait till they getting older, because it affects them more. You know what I'm saying? And you know. But I'm not in bad terms with my baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Like, we best of friends. They text me, I text them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But one was depressed, the other one was bipolar. Like, they had their own shit going on. You know what I'm saying? The first one, she had a lot of death in the family. It was weird. It was like I had to stick around for that. Like, I went to both her grandparents and her daddy's funeral. I missed her best friend's funeral, but it was like God kept me around for that. Like, someone told me, you got a Superman complex, because like if someone's been through a lot, no matter how nasty they are, I'll stick around I'm like a guardian angel or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, I like women that been through some shit, like me. You know what I mean? I don't like bitches that had it easy their whole life and they green as fuck. Like, I somehow God brings these people in my life that been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it be like that. You know what I'm saying? But everybody got their own mental health issues and stuff like that, and I don't need you deflecting it on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell nah. But yeah, man, protect these babies, protect these kids. You know what I'm saying? Because the way this is going, we got about 3-4 years left. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to Agenda 2030. If you don't know what that is, you better start Googling World Economic Forum and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But get your shit in order, try to stack up. You know what I mean? I'm trying to stack up and bounce. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they attach to their family and attach to worldly objects and all that. I don't care about none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for me. I could go live with the Buddhist monks in the temple and I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm bouncing. You know what I mean? I'm going to stack up what I need to stack up and be gone. I'm out. And then I'm going to turn my channel into a travel channel. Y'all going to be like, damn, chant there, chant there, chant there. Watch. It's going to be a whole different type of what's the word I'm gonna say? It's gonna be a whole different type of you know what I'm trying to say, videos or whatever. But that's what I'm on, bro. You know what I mean? Stack this money, because we ain't got that much time, bro. And you see how the world is looking. We in hell already, you know what I'm saying? And we used to be like, dang, how are these people passing away around 2020 and all that? They escaping the rapture. We down here stuck. You know what I mean? We stuck, man. I be jealous of the people. I be like, dang, you know what I mean? But it ain't getting no better. It's just getting worse. You know what I'm saying? It's just getting worse, bro. You know? And y'all see what's going on. All the racial tension and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they want. You know what I mean? And they want to get rid of religion so they can usher in the anti, you know what I'm saying, CHRIST. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on, bro. They want chaos. They want all that. You know what I'm saying? But the difference in blacks and whites, they got these farms where they out there training their kids with military tactics and all that. We is not prepared. We is not organized. We too busy bickering and arguing, which is what they did. They divided and conquered us, and it's still going on to this day. You know what I'm saying? And it's messed up. Y'all better get it in order. Stop letting these rappers are puppets and distractions. That's why they're placed here. You know what I mean? And some people say a lot of these arrests be fake. That's why they still be out here doing what they do, because they bring in so much money. You be like, damn, how NBA YoungBoy got a 10-year suspended sentence? How does this person got this? How does this person got that? You know what I'm saying? And then they be out here because they generate so much money. You know what I mean? How did Birdman be on that wiretap with Pee Wee Roscoe after he went and blicked up Lil Wayne bus and Birdman out here? And his brother just said he was responsible for 40 bodies and they didn't hit Birdman with RICO. How is it that Jim Jones was on that phone call talking about violating 6ix9ine and they had that RICO and Jim Jones out here? Like, you gotta understand, bro, like certain people, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? You gotta take it with a grain of salt, or what I'm saying, you know? But I don't need no industry affiliations, bro. And I'm gonna drop a video breaking down some stories of my relationships with all these different rappers and different people that follow me and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break it down, man. And you know, they don't want the real in the industry, man. They want that watered down shit. Who dry snitching, Isaac? The niggas that was on them calls? Because this is public knowledge. So who's dry snitching? This is topics that's been on the internet. Me? You's a fucking goofy, bro. This shit is all over the internet, nigga. What is you talking about? He's a weirdo. Get him up out of here. Like, just ban him permanently. I don't even want to see your name again. You know what I mean? Like, ever. Fucking goofy. You know who the fuck I am, boy? You know what I'm saying? Don't ever accuse me of that, nigga. My family got indicted by the feds. My set got indicted by the feds. My name ain't never been on no paperwork, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. Crazy boy. You know what I mean? Shit, we at the 46-minute mark. Peace and love, children of the sun. I'll catch y'all on the next one.